on to point number 6. We're talking here today, the case for homeschooling. Number 6, customized learning. We just talked about this. The curriculum can be tailored to your child's strengths, interests, and pace, which ensures that they understand and are interested in the material. All right, you all understand that the school system teaches a standardized education system. The problem with the standardized education system is that human beings are not standard. We're not robots. We are not automatons rolling off an assembly line. But everybody has to get the exact same education, the exact same classes, and get past the exact same courses in order to get the exact same degree. This doesn't make sense because most people are not designed for the standard process. And if you're not doing well in the standard process, you get left behind, you get bad grades, you get your parents called up to the counselor's office because somehow, some way, something is quote unquote wrong with your child. And that stigma can stick with a child in their mind their entire lives, simply because they're being run through the ringer of a standardized process. Now, you can get good at mastering and doing well within a standardized process. It doesn't mean that the standardized process is good. I'm not a standard individual, but because of who my mother was, she understood the education system very well. She conditioned my sister and I to do very well working through the standardized process, even though I was not a standard individual. My sister was very good at the standardized process, and now she works in it herself. I'm not saying that as a negative or a positive, just as a reality. I realized during my process of going through the standardized system that this was not the system for me. So I knew that I needed to get out of it as quickly as possible. So I went through K through 12. And then when I got to college, I started looking for what were my alternatives. I knew I was going to play sports. When I found entrepreneurship, I said, that's what I'm going to do. Internet came along right after that, and here we are. But I knew I wasn't going to go through the standard process. I knew that was not the life for me because I was not built to work in a standard situation. I'm just not that type of person. I'm not mentally wired for it. Some of you are. I'm not. But we all can agree, not everybody is. So when you run people through a standardized system, and then someone doesn't do so well in that standardized system, they are often stigmatized as if something is wrong with them, when actually something is wrong with the process. That you're putting everyone in the same process and then saying if you don't do well in this process, then you're the problem. No, the problem is the fact you're putting everybody through the same process. But when you are homeschooling, you get to customize the learning process for your child. So if they're not standard, good. Then their non-standardness, if you will, can be catered to because you're controlling it.